Got him, got him.
No, fuck.
Oh, puta madre.
Cover through middle.
Got the triple. Soy una verga.
You just, oh shit.
Soy una verga.
No way.
No mames, cabrón! Look at touch me, boy!
What's up, peeps? Hopefully you guys are enjoying Modern Warfare 2 Ranked as much as I am. And today I've got the best classes that pros use that you must use in order to win those 1v1 gunfights. Let's jump right into that video. And as well, special shout out to my newest members who give me a huge extra support to the channel. And you can become one for as low as 99 cents a month. Link is in the description. So first, I do want to start with my perk package because this one does depend on what kind of role I'm playing. So number one, if I'm going to be playing the role, the aggressive role of being inside of the objective, these is the perk package that I run. I do run perk package number 2, which does have battle hardened, bomb squad, and fast hands. Now, if I'm going on the aggressive side, and I'll also use trophy system most of the time again because I'm going to be inside the objective. If I'm going to be that flanker, right, trying to flank around the sides, anything like that, I will be using the dead silence, and I will also be changing the perk package to perk number 1 because this one does have double time. Sorry, I have this one right here. I created my own, which is double time and bomb squad and fast hands as well. Again, double time, you can, with double time, it allows you to double the duration of the tactical sprint, which means you run significantly faster, and as well crouching, which is something pretty important when you try to flank so people don't hear you. You actually move 30% faster with this one. So this is the one that I run. Now let's jump into the class setup. So for the first one, I'm going to be showing you the Vaznev, which is obviously the most popular choice here, and these are the attachments that I use. So I do use the Bruin pendulum for the muzzle, and now for the tuning, I do have recoil stabilization almost all the way to max because again, I do want this gun to be, a complete beam. That is the number one thing that I do with the muzzle. As you guys can see, the gun kick control as well to the max. Next up, we go with the FSS Shark FN90. With this one now, it's more about speed, right? So we have the ADS speed and a walking speed almost set to the max. Next up, you got the True TAQ grip, which does help with that speed again, the ADS and the sprint to fire. We're gonna go with the tuning, and again, just geared toward that speed, ADS speed and then sprint to fire speed. And then we got the Oat Reset stock right here. Pretty weird name. We're gonna go with the tuning, and again with the speed here, the ADS speed and aim walking speed. As you guys can see, every single attachment is for speed except for the muzzle. And then you could use, I know some people like using an optic, but just remember, try to make sure that it is this one's right here, one of the first ones. These red dots have the best ADS speed out of all of them, and just make sure to increase the ADS speed if you were to use one of the optics. Now, next up, we're going to go with the TAQ-56, obviously one of the most popular ones in here. Now, this is if you want to be that player a little bit more in the back and all that. This TAQ-56 is the perfect combination of no recoil and being a little bit of aggressive. So for the muzzle, we're going to use the FTAQ Castle Comp, and again, with the tuning, it's going to be a little bit different than the others. So we're going to go with ADS speed to the max, but then we are going to go with gun kick control to the max. Next up, we're going to go with the 17.15-inch Tundra Pro barrel. We're gonna go and tune this one, and this one actually does not have any tuning, so no, because I don't really want more recoil steadiness if it's gonna decrease my movement speed, right? So just like that, I did leave it as it was. And then with the FSS Shark FN, we are also gonna have this one right here, and the tuning for this one's gonna be the ADS speed and then the aim walking speed, both almost to the max hand side. We're also gonna use the high velocity ammunition. Now, one is gonna be with the recoil smoothness. I don't really mind the damage range on this one, and it's gonna also be the recoil steadiness. And I do feel it pretty good with this gun, so that's what I went for. If you guys can control the recoil, you don't want that super beams, then I would suggest go with the damage range and bullet velocity. Next up, we got the demo clean shot grip, which does give us that speed, and we're going to tune it for the speed as well, so for the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed. And just a little mention here, I always run stuns. Obviously, that's the only one you can run, and I do like frag grenades. I like to cook frag grenades, and they also deal a little bit more damage and more area of effect with a frag grenade than compared to the Semtex. So if you're good with the frag grenades, it also helps you like bouncing it around corners, especially like they love doing that in ranked, camping in the corners and stuff like that. So you definitely should try it out. Now, I do use snipers every so often in search and destroy, and if you're good with sniping, this is the class to run. The SPX is going to be an amazing gun for the barrel, like using the 18.5 Bryson LR factory. For the tuning, it's not going to have any tuning here again because I don't want to go to ADS speed and decrease the range. I just want it exactly how it is. Next up, for the ammunition, we are going to tune that for damage range and bullet velocity. No optic on this one. We are going to use the PVZ-890 stock. We're going to go with the ADS speed and the aim walking speed as well. Now, next up, we got the rear grip the Schlager match, again, giving us that ADS speed. We're going to go here, tune it as well for the ADS speed and the sprint of fire speed as well. And then we do have the Bolt, the FSS ST87, giving us that rechambering speed. And I do use a pistol on this one. Obviously, if somebody comes up close, this is a pretty decent gun, the X12. Don't underestimate it. If you hit your headshots or upper body shots, it is a 3-shot kill with this gun, so do not underestimate it. We got the DZS open comp for that recoil. For the tuning is ADS speed and then gun kick control there. For the barrel, we have the second one giving us a little bit of that movement speed. We got it tuned nothing right here. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Next up, we got the XRK lightning fire, which does give us that the best fire rate out of all the other ones right here. And we're going to go ahead and tune it for ADS speed and sprint of fire speed. No magazine on this one. We don't really want to make it anything slow. And then for the rear grip, we are going to be choosing the Cronin Lima, and it does give you the fast draw, which is when you're ADSing with your main gun, and if you click triangle, it'll pull out your pistol on the side. Something pretty cool, pulls it out pretty fast in case somebody surprises you out of nowhere. You can pull this one out. And then the last one that can compete against the Scar, and I have been loving, is going to be the ISO. It's a pretty good gun that you can compete with. For the muzzle, we're going to go with the FTAC Castle Comp, and then we're going to go and tune it for ADS speed and gun kick control. We're going to use the LR3056 barrel, giving us that damage range, bullet velocity, and we're going to go and tune it again for recoil steadiness and damage range to the max. Next up, we're going for the FTAC Reaper 56. We're going to tune it for ADS speed and aim walking speed. Next up, we're going to go with the 5.56 high velocity ammunition, and as well damage range and bullet velocity to the max. And then next up, we're going for some recoil control in the second. We're going to go here and tune it as well for recoil steadiness and sprint of fire speed. Let me show you just right here really quick how it looks in the firing range, just so you guys can see. It's not that slow per se, the ADS, but it does have really good beams. You do have to get used to the iron sights. I know a lot of people maybe don't like it, but I mean, look at that. The gun is just extremely steady, and this is again one of the ones that can definitely compete against that TAQ-56 V. And then that's pretty much it. Like I said, I do have like all the classes exactly the same. One is with that perk, with the first perk package. Again, if I'm going to be in the objective and have a trophy system. And then the other ones, I have the same exact loadouts, but with the other perk package that I mentioned and with dead silence. This just depends, again, if I'm going to be the flanker or if I'm going to try to stay in the objective and be capturing the points with my trophy system. It all depends on that. Let me know down in the comments, what rank are you? Are you enjoying it? What would you change? Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.